How you doing? Howdy, howdy, howdy. JJ Shed Spots Palace. A little bit late tonight, but been here in front of the computer. I met my birth mother 6 years ago, after 63 years, and after telling them that I was okay, I talked to the sister first and let them know that I just wanted to let them know after I went and did a 23andMe, talked to her sister, and then just said, hey, just wanted to let my birth mother know that I grew up okay, that she made the right decision, that I was, I had a good life, and everything's good. And so after that, they came and met me with my half-sister, who I'd never met. Found out I had 8 brothers and sisters, 3 of which were born the same year from 3 different women, and I was the second one. And my half-sister, Vicky, on the dad's side is amazing. And met my half-sister and my half-brother on her side. She had 2 kids after. And they had good lives. They're really good people. And they welcomed me in. So, I talked to my birth mother about every 3 months. And doing good. And she went into the hospital for sepsis of the liver about a month ago. And got the first call while I was on Twitch, and had to turn off the mic and talk to her, and then I talked to my half-sister Linda, and haven't talked to my half-brother yet on it. And I've had a couple of talks with Carol. She's in a nursing home at the moment, and she's recovering. And so I had some good talks. And, I don't want to insert myself because I have my own family. So love my birth mother. That's the reason I'm here. And, she's really cool. And I got along with her very well and still do. But she's been going through it. And got a phone call right before I went on. Was supposed to go on at 6:30. And second time that this has happened, and I get the phone call, say hello, and everything okay, doing okay, and I check in with her, and they want me to check in once a week. They don't want me to check in every day, which is different, but and I'm separate from the family, so I have my own family, and I was an only, so I had 2 grandmothers and my parents who passed away in 97, 99. My grandparents passed away when I was, I believe, 10 and 21. So didn't have a lot of extended family for myself anyway, but I talked to Caroline, made sure, she goes, it's not if I die, it's when I die. And I said, I'm not going to insert myself. I would like to go to the funeral if that happens. And we had to talk about it the last time I talked to her. And said, if I get a picture or something, that's cool, but I don't want to put myself in that situation. If they want any advice, because I went through it with my parents already, be glad to. But I'm going to kind of, be on the outskirts, but I really care. I'm praying. I'm hoping she's going to recover. She's 20 years older than me, and they're a cool family. They really are. The kids don't really call me, so I don't really talk to them that much. I have met them twice. I've met my half-brother once. We went to the same college, didn't know it, and we're the only 2 that graduated from Pac-12 school, and the only 2 that graduated from a major college, I believe. And of all the 8 kids, so 9 kids, I guess. And the dad had kids all over the U.S. And so they think he has a kid in Cuba and a kid in Mexico. And I never met my birth father. And my mom and dad were my parents, and they're amazing. But I got a call, and there's some groans. It was weird, and I asked Carol, "You called me. Are you all right?" And after about 2 minutes of that, she finally says, "I don't want to talk to you," and hung up. And so I hope she's okay. I pray, And so I waited a half hour and decided to call again, and phone didn't pick up, so I gave a message that just said, if her, Linda, or my brother Glenn, my half-brother Glenn, want to call me and let me know everything's okay. And I'm praying, I'm hoping everything's all right, and I'll probably check in tomorrow, but that's why I'm late tonight. So a little stressful. She's a cool lady, after I gave that message, about 3 weeks later, she actually came to where I live and met me, and we hit it off really well, and got some pictures. And then that summer, I went with Regina to meet her, and also meet my half sister, who still at that time lived in Spokane, Washington, where I'm from. And then she's now moved to Arizona, so we talk quite regularly, and about 5-6 times a year, sometimes 4, sometimes 5, but every time we talk for about 3-4 hours on the phone. And we are only 5 months apart, and the other siblings don't call, don't talk to me, and that's fine, because I totally understand. It's kind of a shock. And they actually weren't looking for me at the time on 23andMe. They were looking for a girl that was born 2 months after I was. Didn't even know about me. And so it kind of was a shock to everybody on the birth dad's side. And, I'm just praying for my birth mother. I hope she's going to be all right. And a little concerning. She's in the same nursing home my mom passed away at. And after a couple months in the hospital, and then the nursing home, and it's a nice one. People are really awesome there, and so I don't know where she's located in that nursing home, but I've dealt with that nursing home I was there every day. So while my mom had a worst case brain tumor that nobody knew about, and 5.5 months. So, and my mom was amazing. My dad was amazing. And my birth mom is pretty amazing in her own right. And so are the kids. So hopefully that's going to be okay. If I do get a phone call, I don't think I will. But if I do, I'll probably take that, obviously. So I'm not sure how long I am going to be on tonight and how I feel about it, but that came down about 5 minutes before I was supposed to come on at 6:30. So I hope everybody understands, and it's one of those things. But it was a weird phone call, in the extent that she called me, and that was the second time that's happened in the last week. I've called back and everything's okay, but this time I hope she's doing well. She was recovering, so we'll see what happens. But it's kind of different because I grew up in a different life. So I was very fortunate, and she did the right thing, and she's comfortable with that. I'm comfortable with that. And in fact, she told me once, and she's very on it. She's really alert, has been anyway. And she goes, Well, if abortions were legal, I would have had one. And I'm going, well, I'm glad you didn't. Yeah, we're getting all old. We're getting older, Michael. And I met her 6 years ago. So I was 63 when I found her. So and it was kind of crazy how I did find her. So I found out about my birth dad like the day after I got the results from 23andMe. I matched with another person, and I've been a single all my life. So an only kid all my life. I knew I was adopted at 10 days old. Found out on the schoolyard when I was third grade playing marbles from another girl in my same grade. My dad was a high-end architect, and my mom was a housewife, and then her dad was a high-end engineer, and they worked together on buildings, commercial buildings in town. And so she overheard it, I guess, and we were in a situation, my dad's better than your dad in third grade, and she looks at me and goes, your dad's not your dad. And so I'm like, what? Went home and found out it was true. So that's how I found out. It wasn't told when I was young. So, but my parents have always been my parents. Loved them dearly, and I grew up socialized by them too. So a lot of people said I looked like them, and I knew that I was adopted, and then there were people that in that close family range, especially when my mom passed away, that said, well, I'm sorry, you're the black sheep, you were adopted, and you're not allowed to come to this function. And in fact, I had taken, my mom's had two sister cousins, there were three of them, one from Texas who was freaking awesome. She is really awesome. Her and her husband are really, really cool. And the other two infighted between themselves. One lived in north of Spokane, the other one lived in California and then moved back. And so they had when my mom passed away, my mom wanted me to give something to them, whatever they wanted they could have. And so I had them come out the house, and the one north of Spokane took something and it was cool, and a lady from Texas did. I picked them up at the airport, and I went up to North Spokane and then came back, and it was way north of Spokane. It was like an hour and a half. And then came back and took them to the funeral, and then took them to the house, and they all picked something, and everything was cool. And then the one from California came in, and they were on vacation when it happened, and she wanted a table, and she swore that the table was in the entryway of the house I grew up in, and there was no way. It was in the entryway, and there was no table there. And I kept telling her, I don't know what you're talking about. They don't have the table. You're lying, and she's telling me off, and wow, Michael, 99 years. Check out Michael's YouTube. He is the national master, I believe, and hopefully I'm not mistaken on that. I know he's a title player. He has a chess cave. It's called YouTube Castle Oasis Chess. I've checked it out. It's really, really good. So big shout out to him. And I've always looked young too, Michael. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. And but anyway, with that, they got in a fight over this table, and then I went back. I think that was before the funeral, and then I went to the funeral. I went up to Newport, Washington to get my other cousin, and brought her back and brought everybody back, got the funeral, came back, checked everything, came back, and dropped them off, and they were going to have a dinner, and we picked one of her cousins up at the airport as well. So I made this whole drive, and I came back, and it was a full day to do that. And they go, oh, by the way, as they parked the car in front of the house, you're not invited, because as we all know, you're the black sheep of the family. You were adopted, and you're not really part of the family. And it was matter of fact, and I just looked at him and I go, I just drove you 7.5 hours and you're telling me, and I didn't say nothing. I just looked at him and they go, well, you can come in for a few minutes, but this is only family only. And I'm like, so about 5 minutes earlier, she told me that her mother, when she passed away, gave her the table. And she didn't want to tell her sister because her sister would jump all over her ass. So they stiffed me, and it wasn't even, we never had it, and over a table that they had as children. And then I was like, well, hey, I'm kind of tired. I got to drive back another hour and a half, and you guys have a great time. I'm not going to come in. And I never talked to either one of them again. And so, but I've heard both sides on it. But my parents were my parents, and they were loving towards me. I loved them. They loved me, and I had great parents. I was very fortunate, and that's why I said when I talked to my birth mother, and she knew it too. And what's really weird about it was my birth mother knew exactly where I was, what school I was going to the whole time I was alive, but never told her kids. So it was kind of a shock to everybody on the mom's side. But when you get those calls, I mean, it's still my birth mother. So if that happens and I get a call tonight, please understand why. And I care. I'm not going to insert myself into the family. Like I said, love her because she made the right decision on me, and it worked out for me. And if something does happen to her, I would like to go to the funeral. I would like to get a couple of mementos, like pictures and stuff like that, if they would give that to me. That's cool, but I am not part of their family in that sense. So, and we have a really good rapport, my birth mother and I. So, but that was kind of weird today. So that's why I'm late. And I just want to let everybody know that I'm maybe not in the best mindset coming into tonight, because I am worried. I did call back and already gone through my parents dying, so that was very difficult for anybody, and it's a situation. I hope she's okay. But it was really a weird phone call, and I did try to call back, and the answering message, I left a good answering message to her, and just wanted to make sure she was okay, and that that Linda and Glenn are okay, and if they want to call me, let me know what's happening. That would be great. So, my mother would have been, and these are my parents. My birth mother is 89 years old. I'm 69, and my mom and dad, who raised me and who are my mom and dad, love them dearly, and always remember, and I pray every night. So, Mom was born in 1919. and Dad was born in 1921 and went into World War II, was in the 13th Armored Black Hats. So went all the way to Berchtesgaden and to Munich with the 13th Armored. So with that, that would make Dad just had a birthday. It's about 2 weeks ago now, and that would have made him 104, and Mom would be 106 this year. So definitely, you know, it's their influence. I was very fortunate, and raised me the right way, and I had amazing grandmothers as well. I didn't meet my grandfathers. They passed away before, and my mom couldn't have kids. 1953, she had a ninth month of pregnancy, a growth, my dad said, as big as a grapefruit, and she couldn't have kids after that, 1953, so that's why they adopted. And my mom and my birth mom had the same color hair and same skin and, you know, complexion, as do I. And quite interesting. So their doctor actually, they had the same doctor, and that's how I got adopted in a private adoption. So anyway, that's why when I logged in today, that's why I am late, and wanted to explain that. I know it took me 20 minutes, but wanted to make sure everybody knows if I do get that phone call. I hope I don't get a bad phone call, but you know, if it is, you guys will know. So we'll go into chess puzzles tonight, and we're going to start it out. And I hope everybody's having a good night, and I hope you all are doing well and everybody's safe. I'm going to put up the YouTube, multi-streaming on YouTube tonight. And that's JJ Plays Chess. I do want to say that terms of service of Twitch does not allow me to put up the multi-stream chat. They want the priority to be on Twitch, and I totally understand that. I wish they would kind of allow us to be able to say, you know, thank you for subs or whatever, but I'm not monetized at this point. I'm about, I believe, 70 away from potentially getting monetized. I know with the shorts it's 1,000, but it's 500 with videos, and right now I'm at, I think, 430, and 4.5 years of my life going into this with that chess YouTube, and put a lot of work into it, 800 videos, and was a gaming site before that, and I totally changed it, and so 97%, 98% is all chess videos. Thank you, DH. I appreciate that. Thank you, Michael, for coming in. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. And so if you come in on YouTube, please do. And I will, after the stream is over, check my YouTube, see if there's any comments, and I try to get back to you as soon as possible. And I will respond to everybody. So very much thank you. Discord channel tonight. It's up, been up for 5 weeks, and also my secondary channel also about 5 weeks. As most of you know, I started at 11 o'clock with Wizardry, and I play Wizardry Tuesday through Sunday, 11 o'clock. And Monday I play the original game, Reboot, that was done last year in 2024 called Wizardry Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord. And I made a Discord. Della's been amazing for helping on that Discord. My moderator on Discord. Very thankful and grateful, and he puts the work in. And I got it started, and he's put all the bells and whistles. So if you want to go to Discord and add to that, I do chat in there on the chess channel. I've got 2 Wizardry channels. One's Proving Grounds, and any other game of Wizardry you want to talk about. And then Wizardry Daphne, which I'm right in the middle of playing today. It was a good run today, and I learned some things today, so I think tomorrow's going to even be a better run in the Abyss 3. I was a little scared of that area because it is a ramp up, so level 50 characters in that game, and it's amazing. I'm really thoroughly enjoying it. So with the Wizardry channel and the YouTube channel, and then Discord, you can have the invite there. And thank you all for coming in. I really appreciate it. Just wanted to say if I do get a phone call, I may have to log off. You never know. And I want everybody to be prepared for that. And I know Michael came in. And again, check out his chess cave. It's YouTube, Castle Oasis Chess. And he's got a pretty cool YouTube. He is the title player, by the way. So, we will go to puzzles. Haven't done puzzles in a couple weeks. I do want to do a couple lessons tonight. Might start with that. We'll see. And let's see. Get it started. Thank you for being patient. Checkmate is coming. Do you see the way to win? White to move. Do you see the way to win? Huh. White to move. Checkmate is coming. Do you see the way to win? It's been a while since I started these. I'm going to have to... I think it's the rook to c7 first. Huh. Let me look at that. Gonna be... Try to get me back here. I think it's that. Don't think it's that, actually. Could be this. Huh. Is there a second step here? I mean, if I go here, It's there. I don't think it's bringing the pawn down. I think. Yeah. Why wouldn't he have stepped forward? All right. At least I got it. Had to think about it. Didn't know. Okay. Win this game with a checkmate. Win the game with a checkmate. Well, I think it's the bishop here. Takes the pawn. Rook takes rook. Boy, it's been a while since I did puzzles. Checkmate is waiting if you play carefully. Checkmate is waiting if you play carefully. Black to move. Checkmate is waiting if you play carefully. Well, I think it's pretty obvious. This might be a little bit too easy. Do want to see where that bishop's going, but okay. There's a way to end this there's a way to end this with checkmate. With black. And I believe it's obvious. We'll take queen takes queen. And then the rook. And the bishop. There we go. Diagonals, diagonals, diagonals. You have a checkmating idea. Can you find it? Checkmating idea. Can I find it? Hopefully I can. I think it's going to check at d7 with the rook. Now the diagonal is going to be rocked here, so it is going to. Yeah, I think it's this. I think the bishop comes back, check, and then the bishop goes up to e6. And I believe that's me. Thank you all for watching tonight. It is puzzles. Probably going to take some lessons too and challenges. Looks like we lost everybody because of my situation. I apologize, but birth mother called me out of the blue, and that's why I wanted to talk about it. And if I get a phone call, I hope she's okay. I really do. White to move. Oops, I blundered. Can you find a way to checkmate me? White to move, and there is a blunder. And let's see. And obviously it's the f8 check first, and then the bishop to e6 check and taking the rook. These puzzles and the chess.com lessons have really helped me. I'm really glad I have kept my membership. I love chess.com for their app. Win this game with a checkmate. Win the game with a checkmate. White to move. Win the game with a checkmate. White to move. I think this is harder than it looks. Let's see here. Knight's a problem. And okay, we'll go queen first for the check. And takes the knight. Try to win my knight. Do you see how? Okay, this is going to be interesting. Can I win it right away? That's the question. Looks like I can win it right away. Try to take my knight. I don't see a threat on my king. I mean, it's wide open. It's got to be a trick. Guess not. I always got to watch on those to see if they're going to mate me. White to move, calculate for checkmate. White to move, calculate for checkmate. Got to watch out. There's mate. Well, it's a D. Actually, yeah, let's see. If I move out of the way, check. That's a mate. That is a mate. So, yeah. Yep, that is a mate by black. So the queen to h7. Brilliant move. And the rook to h1. Tricky. If I would have pulled the bishop to try to key on that pawn, my rook is down here. So he just, first he rook's up here, so first he checks me, rook goes back to block, and the rook covering, and the queen would take the rook for a mate. There's a way to end this with checkmate. There's a way to end this with checkmate. And this one's a little bit easier because there's just one move here. Do you see a way to win the game? Do you see a way to win the game, black to move? Do you see a way to win the game, black to move? I do see the game. I do see the win. Bishop checkmate. Boom. Can you find a way to win a bishop? Man, I like my new glasses. I gotta say that. Can you find a way to win a bishop? Can I find a way? This is gonna be a little harder. This is a little harder. Can I find a way to win a bishop? This is a little tougher. Find a way to win a bishop. All right. There's no checks, so pushing a pawn forward. Reason being, queen is sitting there. So I attack that bishop. He moves, he loses his queen. So he's believe that's the way to do it. Actually, if I take here, if I take here and he takes, if I take there and he takes, I think I take here. I may be wrong. I am. And then take. Damn, broke the streak. Broke the streak. Yeah. Yeah, broke the streak. I was thinking he wouldn't take back. He'd take here and then check. My bad. Oh, I had a good run right there. Good run right there. You have a checkmating idea. Can you find it? Good checkmating idea. Can you find it? Yeah, I think so. And the black rook to h2. Damn, missed that one. Almost had it. Oops, I blundered. Can you find a way to checkmate me? Oops, I blundered. White to move. I blundered. Can you find a way to checkmate me? Huh. Nothing's pinned. The rook is under attack. No checks. Yeah, I think this is the move. And it's not. Oh, check, bam. Yeah, didn't see that. Huh. That is not the case. Can I find a way to check me? Man, this is a tough one. I do not see it yet. I do not see it. God, I should have Jesus, that. Yeah, I should have saw that. Thank God I did. Pawns pinned. Always look for pinned pawns. So I did get through that one. I did not think I was going to get through that one. But I think I missed it right away, right? Did I miss that one? I think I did. I don't know if I got that right or not. I don't think so. Win my rook to win the puzzle. Win my rook to win the puzzle. And man, that is not right. That is not right. Now it's open. Okay. Damn. Yep. One in a row. Missed two in a row. Boy, that was tough. Calculate for checkmate. White to move. Calculate for checkmate. White to move. Well, I think it is this. White bishop to f5 for the check. Already got the black diagonal, and then the rook over to e1. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. What could block? Oh, the knight. God dang it. Knight. Damn it. Oh, slippage. Total slippage tonight. Okay, win this game with a checkmate. Win this game with a checkmate. Black to move. Black to move and a checkmate. Got to look at which king I'm trying to checkmate. I was looking at the black king going, how am I going to checkmate that black king? I mean, it's ladder. I move up. I can't do it. Looking at the wrong king. Well, there you go. I was looking at the wrong king. Ew. Okay, focus. Calculate for checkmate, black to move. Calculate for check. It really helps when you're looking at the right king. Black to move, calculate for checkmate. Again, it's the same kind of deal. Rook comes over, you just take it. Checkmate is coming. Do you see the way to win? White to move. Checkmate is coming. Do you see the way to win? White to move. Obviously, it's a ladder mate. And then take the queen. There you go. I like that it focuses on mates. I like it focuses on 1, 2, 3 move combos. It was going into mid-game, and I was having trouble with the mid-game part. So I know it's going to switch back here soon, but these are kind of nice. There's a way to end this with a checkmate, white to move. Way to end this with a mate, white to move. Outside knight. Outside knight can't be blocked. There you go. A7. Okay. Oops, I blundered. Can you find a way to checkmate me? Black to move. Can you find a way to checkmate me? I blundered. Can you find a way to checkmate me? Black to move. That's a hard one. That is difficult. I just can't. Yeah, it's going to get out with the rook. I wonder if you do that anyway. Okay, let me see. It's a combo maybe. Queen, check, rook takes, check. Moves to f2, check at f1. Now he's going to move out. And what do I got? Nothing. I don't think this is it. Gotta be something else. Gotta be something else. Huh. Moving back in the corner. It's either move up and sacrifice, which I think he gets out of, or it's check. If I take here, he just takes with a pawn. So can't do that. If I move here, how's he going to block? How is he going to block? Yeah, I think it's right there. Wait a sec. Wait, whoa. Look at it again. Yeah, now it's open. I almost overthought it. Now it's check with the queen. And then it's rook takes rook. There we go. Almost blew that totally. Okay, that wasn't a phone call. I was checking. Okay, Elite 17's been reached. I got to turn on the lights. Thank you for watching. For those that have watched, we're doing puzzles tonight. I'm going to do a couple lessons too on chess.com. But I want to get puzzle 20 tonight if I can. And Marvin's really rocking it. And where is he at? I don't even see where he's at. He's Champions 5. I'm on Elite 17. Okay. All right, I'm going to turn on the light. I'll be right back. Thank you all for coming in and watching. Welcome back. Hope you're having a good one tonight. And DH, thanks for coming in. Thanks for everybody watching. I am doing puzzles tonight. And continue to do so. So turn on the lights. I'll be right back. Had a good viewer average today in Wizardry. I really appreciated that. It's a little light tonight in chess. Okay, we'll go to the next level for puzzles. Yeah, I need to get a pop. I think. No, I still got one. All right. Find the game ending idea. The game ending idea. And I think it's the knight. The F2 pawn's pinned by the bishop. And we just go right here. If you play this right, you can win my bishop. If I play it right, I can win the bishop. Sack the king. All the way down the board. Yep. Attack him again. Okay. All right, let's see. You're in a critical position. Find a way to win a rook. Find a way to win a rook. Find a way to win a rook. Okay, let's see here. If I take queen takes queen, rook takes queen, rook check, takes rook, and it's a rook-rook game. If I go rook check, rook has to leave the queen, take the rook, queen takes queen, rook takes rook check, attack, and I'm attacking both rooks at the same time. I think that's the way it goes. Let's see. Rook check. Okay. Ooh. What do I want to do here? Ouch. Got an itch. All right, what do I want to do here? Queen takes queen. Could go rook takes queen. Rook takes rook, queen takes rook. Yeah, we're the same. So let's go queen. Rook takes rook, rook takes rook. There we go. Ouch. All of a sudden I got an itch. Okay. Calculate correctly and you win material. Black to move. Calculate correctly, you will win material. Where am I gonna go? Probably he takes the bishop, I would think. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So far, so good. Thanks for coming in tonight. Appreciate you guys. Black to move, calculate for checkmate. Where's the white king? Black to move. Calculate for checkmate. Can he he take that? No, he can't. So let's go bishop to f5. Bishop takes, bishop comes out, blocks, queen. Oh. Gonna have to take this phone call. Thank you. Be right back. Guys, I'm going to take about a 5 minute break. I'll be right back. All right, back. Okay. My for those who just added, my Elias, my birth mother is in a nursing home. She had sepsis of the liver. She was in the hospital, intensive care, and met her 6 years ago, first time, 63 years, find out who my birth mother was. And so I have a good rapport with her, but she has a daughter and a son, and she called me out of the blue and was moaning, and it was kind of like she might have been eating dinner, but I'm not sure, moaning or whatever. But then after 2.5 minutes, she said, I don't want to talk to you, and hung up. So she called me, and we had a really good talk the last time I talked to her. And I usually check in. They want me to check in once a week, so I do. And my family's separate. My mom and dad were the ones that raised me, and they're my mom and dad. But she, love her because I'm here because of her. And she's a really cool lady, too. She's 20 years older. So anyway, if I have phone calls tonight in regards to that situation, that was my bestie, Regina, trying to find out what happened. So I am taking those phone calls, so I just wanted to let everybody know. I hope so, too. Didn't sound very good. I waited a half hour. I was coming on at 6:30 tonight, and that was at 6:25, and so it kind of put me back a little bit. She's in the same nursing home my mom was, and I don't live in my hometown. Obviously, I'm on the Oregon coast now, but so I know she's in good hands there, and Linda and Glenn, my half-sister and brother, are handling it. I have 8 brothers and sisters that I didn't know about until 6 years ago. My dad's side, only one of them talks to me, and she's really cool. She's 5 months older. There were 3 kids born in the same year that I was. I was the middle. They didn't know about me. They knew about the other. And so, praying for her, hope she's going to be all right. And I waited a half hour and called her again and got the answer machine just to let her know, I'm praying. I'm hoping she's going to be all right. If Glenn or Linda will call me, or she wants to call me tomorrow or whatever to make sure she's fine. So not sure what's going on, but that was a weird phone call. It's the second one I've gotten in a week. And I've called every time, and I got a hold of somebody the last time, but not this time. So if I do get a phone call tonight, I don't know if I will. But it was really weird, and that's why I'm on late tonight. So we'll continue with puzzles, and then Regina called. She wanted to know, because Regina and I went and met her. She came over and met me here on the coast 3 weeks after I found out that she was my birth mother. Had a great talk with her and my half-sister, and then we talk about every 3 months, 2 to 3 months. And then this last 2 months, she's been in the hospital and then in a nursing home. So they told me they expected full recovery, so I hope she does. And we talked about everything, said it's not if I die, it's when I die, and if something happens to me. And I told her, hey, I'm not going to insert myself in that. If there's a funeral, I'd like to go, and like a picture or something, that's possible, but I'm not going to insert myself into their family because our families are separate. So my parents passed away in 97, 99. I had grandparents as well that passed away when I was 10 and 21. So there wasn't really any outer family, and my parents were my parents. So of course I get a 15-10 challenge. I'm not going to take a 15-10 tonight, and I am going to do some puzzles. I don't want a long game, not with my birth mom in the nursing home and there's weird phone calls. So if you're hearing that, not a good night to play a long game. So I'm going to take it easy. We'll continue with the puzzles. We'll just see what happens, see what happens. But that was the weirdest phone call. And like I told Virginia, I'm like, and of course now it's a 10-minute. It's not going to happen tonight, man. You're not going to play me tonight. I just told you my birth mom just called me from the nursing home and it doesn't seem like she's in real good shape. So if you could understand that, appreciate it. Alrighty. So cancel challenges I usually take on this night and just play some puzzles. And I'm waiting by the phone to see if there's anything else. Basically, they send a challenge. They know my name. I get a lot of over 2,000 rated players that I don't know are legit or not, and they send me these 15-10 games, and then they drag them out to 100 moves, and I've had that. And they always come from like weird country names, and not weird, but it's kind of the same MO. It seems like one or two people that do it, and or I get challenges from 200s or 400s that just play lights out and blow me off the board, which never happens in real life. So I'm not really willing to do that tonight with that kind of news tonight. So, but my naming game is Mammoth Bonus. So what they do is they look up Mammoth Bonus and they put a challenge out, and then in Twitch, of course, I take Twitch. They if they want to challenge me, they tell me, and if I accept it, I either look up their name in chess.com or they look up mine and send it. So usually it's outside players that don't even come into Twitch. Of course, Twitch is the primary, and chess.com players can see me, and I appreciate them as well for watching, and YouTube. But TOS doesn't allow me to react to or interact with other platforms I'm multi-streaming to, and I wish that was changed. So I have to wait till the live stream's over, and then I go check and see if there are questions or people asking. And so the easiest way to get in a list would be to go on Twitch, and following is free, so you just follow, come in and say, I'd like to challenge you tonight when I first log in, and I'll put you on the list and I'll play. And so Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday I do take challenges. Monday at the end of the night. Usually Wednesday I take them at any time, but tonight's a little weird, so it prevented me to come on about a half hour, and then I talked about it for the first 22 minutes of the VOD if anybody wants to see it. And so I just hope that my half brother and half sister are okay, and that she's okay, and I pray for her, and I hope that was just a weird situation. That she got confused and called me instead of somebody else, but for 2.5 minutes, there was no answer. You could hear her, and she was moaning, but I waited a half hour and then called back and didn't get through either. So, but 6 years ago is when I met her, and then that summer we went down and met him. So we're going to continue with puzzles tonight. Checkmate is waiting if you play carefully. Checkmate is waiting if you play carefully. Okay. Well, I can't do that, but I can do that. So I think we'll go right here. So just to get my mind clear and everything going, I'm going to play puzzles tonight. But I do care, and I do want to make sure she's okay. So I'll call tomorrow. You can play checkmate soon. Do you see how? White to move. Checkmate soon. Okay. Thank you all for watching tonight. I appreciate it. You're close to checkmate. And it looks like he's going to get... Knight is free. So I think... My first thought was take that rook, but and he just takes the knight. So you just... back row is covered by the rook. Take a careful look at the board. Do you see a way to win material? White to move. Do you see a way to win material? White to move. Take a careful look at the board. Do you see a way to win material? Well, if I take that, I lose that. I think I'm going to blow this one. Okay, so if the knight takes the rook, of course the rook takes the queen, the rook takes the rook, queen takes the knight. But if the queen takes the knight, queen takes queen, rook takes rook, and we got a knight. Okay. Win this game with a checkmate. Win this game with a checkmate. It's going to be a smothered mate. We're going to double check here. We're going to come in and check, and we're going to smother mate. I've never had one in real life. Never had one in real life. Got to put my glasses on. What am I doing? Jeez. Take a careful look at the board. Do you see a way to win my queen? Careful look at the board. Black to move. Do you see a way to win my queen? Do I see a way to win the queen? Okay, and we'll go to F2 for the check. And he goes close. Protect that rook, and queen takes queen. You can play checkmate soon. Do you see how? Black to move. Black to move. Checkmate soon. Do you see how? Okay. And black bishop diagonal. B4. And queen to D2. Oops, I blundered. Can you find a way to checkmate me? Oops, I blundered. Can you find a way to checkmate me? D4. If you play this right, you can win material. If I play this right, I can win material. Okay. I don't think it's the bishop taking that pawn. Queen can take it with the check, and then the rook to G1, I believe. So let's do it this way. Queen takes pawn at H6. Queen stops. Yep. Diagonal. Black diagonal, king's on the black diagonal, so the bishop to C3 for the check. It's going to get blocked. Let's see here. Should you take the check first and then take the rook? That might be the mistake. Let's see. No, take the rook with the bishop and then the queen check. There we go. I almost went the other way. That would have been bad. Level complete. Elite 18. Ad break in a minute on Twitch. Calculate and win material, black to move. Calculate and win material, black to move. Do I want to do that? Obviously, I can take the rook. Queen comes down and checks me, and that's no-go. The bishops can't get in. The white bishop can't get in. I think it's taking the rook. There is the check. Bishop, pawn, check. Probably going to make the wrong move here, but I think it's the knight. Okay, I was right. Okay. Thought I might mess that one up. Take a careful look at the board. Do you see a way to win material? There's always a way. Let's see. See a way to win material. Easiest one is the knight. Oh boy, let me see. Something else I'm missing. I think it's pawn takes knight for sure. No, it's not. Damn it. Okay, that is not it. Yeah, I blew that. Blew it. Might be this. Yep. Gosh darn it. Didn't look at the pin. Didn't look at the pin. Blew it. Do you see a way to win the game? Didn't look at the pin. Well, obviously it's the rook to b1. Can't protect it. And there we go. This is the most important moment of the game. Find a way to checkmate me. Most important moment of the game. Let's see who we got in here. I didn't know either. That's kind of crazy. I think they added that. They had to have added that. Because I don't remember that being a part of it either. This is the most important moment of the game. Find a way to checkmate me. Yep. Important moment of the game. Find a way to checkmate me. Black to move. Find a way to checkmate me. Well, it is pushing the king to h5 and then checking with the rook. So, check, and the rook, bishop can't cover, nobody can. These puzzles are great, they really are. Win my rook to win the puzzle. Win my rook to win the puzzle, white to move. Win the rook to win the puzzle. Which rook? I think it's queen to f3, attacking the knight on f6, and then a diagonal with the rook. I think that is it. I might be wrong. And I am wrong. Yeah, but where's the knight going to go? I get the rook and the knight for a bishop. Alrighty. Damn it. I didn't see it. That was my fault. Find a way to win material. Let's see here. Find a way to win material. Well, I'm probably going to miss this too. Could go check. Let me see. Check. Or do I go move in first? Man. Check. Probably block with the rook. Then where do I go? Then I got nothing. Could go down here. I think I'm doing wrong. Oh, I got it right. Alrighty. That'll work. Got it right. Surprised. Okay. Fuck. No. Shit. Damn. Missed that too. Ouch. Calculate correctly and you'll win material. Black to move, calculate correctly, win material. Calculate correctly and win material. I think it's knight's sacrifice. Takes pawn, pawn takes pawn, queen's attacking the queen. Attack with her. I may be wrong, probably am. Okay. Could go check. Lose it with the knight. So take the rook. All right. Find a way to end the game with a checkmate. Find a way to end the game with a checkmate. White to move. Find a way to win the game. Rook takes knight on e7. Bishop takes. Queen takes. Knight. Find the correct promotion idea. Black to move. Find the correct promotion idea. Which way are we going? So we're going that way. Find. Can't let him get in the corner. It's a two-step. You can play checkmate soon. Do you see how? Black to move. Checkmate soon. Do you see how? Man, I didn't even see that. I really didn't see that. I was going this way, check early and then move here. Didn't see it. Got lucky at the last second, saw the diagonal. You can play checkmate soon. Do you see how? White to move. Checkmate soon. Do you see how? White diagonal to G6. And then again to H3, check. And then come in and boom. There we go. So far, so good. Yeah, some of these are really tough. Hey, Dal, how you doing? I'm hanging in. Got a weird phone call from my birth mother, who's was in the hospital in sepsis of the liver, and now she's in a nursing home, actually the same nursing home as my mom, who raised me. My mom's my mom, my dad's my dad, and my birth mother is my birth mother. Love them all. I wouldn't be here without them. And got a really weird phone call right before I started. So talked about it for about 20 minutes. And I'm just going to do puzzles tonight. I kind of waiting around. I did get a phone call from Regina, to find out what was going on, because I tried to call her and let her know. So hope she's okay. I hope my birth mom's okay. I did call back a half hour later. I wanted to make sure that she was okay, but nobody answered. So try to find out tomorrow. There in where I was born, my original town. Same nursing home my mom was in. So I'm doing good. I'm hanging in. I just pray she's okay. And I hope my half-sister and half-brother are going to handle it okay. We'll find out. Win this game with a checkmate. Black to move. Black to move. Checkmate. Checkmate. Let's see here. Well, I think it's with the queen on the diagonal. That's G5. Pawn's going to come up to block. There we go. Doing some chess.com puzzles tonight. Keep my mind okay with it. And I don't want to get involved. I mean, our families are separate and stuff, but I found out 6 years ago that I had a birth mom that was alive. She is 20 years older than me. And I hope and pray she's going to be okay. We do talk about every 2 months, 3 months. My last couple of weeks, we've talked almost every week, but they only want me to call once a week. So then she called me and started moaning, and I was like, hey, I'm here. I'm here. You called me. Are you okay? Everything okay? And then after about 2.5 minutes, it's, I don't want to talk to you. Click. So I hope she's all right, not just grumpy. We'll find out. Oh, it's a kitty. Love kitties. My knight is vulnerable. Do you see a way to win it? White to move. My knight is vulnerable. Do you see a way to win it? Knight to move. Bam, bam, bam. I think it's doing this. God damn it. Missed it. Some beach. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. Damn. Yep. Dang it. Totally missed it. Blew that one. I blundered. Can you find a way to checkmate me? Yeah, I hope so. Hope so. Bishop's going to block. Queen's going to block. Calculate and win material. Calculate and win the prize. Okay. Well, I can check on C1. And then it's a queen check on E3. Moving the king out of there. And rook takes rook. That was a nice check. Boy, this is going to be, it's going to be naughty. Going to be naughty. Yeah, going to be naughty. Yeah, that's a good game. That looks pretty intense. Take a careful look at the board. Do you see a way to win material? Careful look at the board. Do you see a way to win material with white to move? See a way to win material with white to move. And I'm promoting and he's promoting, but I'm going to be all right. Yep. Okay. Win this game with a checkmate. Win this game with a checkmate. and cut the diagonal off. There we go. So far, so good. Thank you all for watching tonight. Appreciate everybody. If you'd like to talk in Twitch, just come in and follow. Following is free. Also, subs would be nice. Elias, I was looking at Faye's subs. She's got 81 subs in 3 weeks. I got 5 in over a year. She is rocking it. She's going to be a superstar on there. I'm like, damn. Yeah. Doing great. She is rocking it. Okay, let's go to the next puzzle. You're close to checkmate, and I'm saying current 5. That's all I got is 5. You're close to checkmate, black to move. Close to checkmate, black to move. Well, I think it's a knight sack. But actually, looking at it even more closely, there's no check on my king. And this is a smothered mate, and I didn't notice it until just now. So, oh, it's a smother. Oh, no, it's not. It's not. Damn it. Damn it. I blew it. It is the knight sacrifice. It's the knight sacrifice. I should have went with my first judgment. It's the knight sacrifice. That was my bad. I got all fancy. Went, oh, wait, smothered mate. No, there's not. Choked it. Think about checkmate, white to move. Think about checkmate, white to move. Well, the pawn's pinned, and that's really nice because knight takes knight. Mate. Man, blew that one. I hate it when I blow those and should have got them. You can play checkmate soon. Do you see how? Checkmate soon. Do you see how? Okay. Got to check what he's doing. Okay, it's knight to g5. Knight to g5. Can't stop it. You're close to checkmate, black to move. Close to checkmate, black to move. Queen takes rook check. The bishop queen takes rook check. And then the queen gets the other rook. But it says close to checkmate. So instead of that, should I take the pawn and have a mate here? Because the rook's going to come out. I would normally think that this is queen takes rook. Can't get this other rook, by the way. I just noticed it. So I think it's queen takes pawn. Wait a sec. Yeah, it's queen takes pawn. Fuck me. Sorry. God. It is, man, it was too flippin' obvious. Damn, too flippin' obvious. too freaking obvious. Bishop sacked the pawn, brilliant, and the queen's up here. Damn, too obvious. I saw the first one and damn it. Again, I talked myself out of it, tried to be fancy and blew it. That's the way it goes. Can you find a way to win my rook black to move? Find a way to win my rook black to move. Find a way to win my rook black to move. Yeah, it's going to be a fork at G3. Okay. I'll be in trouble if you capture my knight, white to move. I'll be in trouble if you capture my knight, white to move. So we go with the check. Rook takes rook. And I'm in trouble as well, but okay, pawn takes knight with a check. King goes back. Queen goes up, pawn goes up. Knight takes pawn, queen check, back, queen. Knight takes pawn, fuck. You're telling me rook takes rook? God. I thought it was fancy. My bad. Yep. 3 in a row. Ouch. Cheeks are chapped. Old man falling apart. Looks like my knight is in trouble. Do you see how? Black to move. Looks like my knight's in trouble. Do you see how? Bishop takes knight. Pawn takes, fork, knight. Getting closer. Find the game-ending idea. Find the game-ending idea. Black to move. Okay, with the check. Can you find a way to win material from me, black to move? Find a way to win material from me, black to move. Well, bishop's dangling because the rook can't it's the only one protecting it, and the queen is behind it, so I think it's this way. That's a good play. That's a good play. Where are we going? Now, if I block with the knight, knight takes, pawn takes, queen takes, rook. King. Okay. All right. Do you see a way to win the game? Do I see a way to win the game? Do I see a way to win the game? Black to move. Do I see a way to win the game? Black to move. Okay. Of course, the rook's going to take me there, so let's see. Go for the check here. Breaks that diagonal. And that's mate. Okay. It's not always the first thing you look at. Not always the first thing you look at. You got to look at everything, and I'm totally guilty of that, especially in faster games. Looks like my knight is in trouble. Do you see how? My knight is in trouble. Do you see how? Rook sack. Rook sack on that knight. I wonder if it's a rook sack. Okay, knight takes, knight takes. Knight takes. Queen takes. That blocks. But what happens if the knight... Oh, shit. That doesn't work. I'm thinking rook sack, and I'm not seeing the follow-up. So knight just goes back and takes the rook. But then the queen's here, but the knight blocks the f3 square, and I don't want that knight up there. So I want that knight up here, but the queen's going to take it, right? So, yep. And just take the knight outright. There we go. Almost missed that. Almost missed that. You have a checkmating idea. Can you find it? White to move. Can you... Checkmating idea. Can you find it? White to move. Excuse me. Checkmating idea with white. Can you find it? White to move. Yeah, I think it's right here short. Oh, shit. It's right there short. No. Damn it. Okay. Could do it here. What am I missed it. Nope, that's not it. It is short. My bad. Short, short, short. Shorts. Damn. Getting a little groggy, but I'm going to continue. White to move. How safe is my king? White to move. How safe is my king? Not safe at all. White to move. How safe is my king? How safe is my king? Okay. Pawn's pinned. Calculate for checkmate. Black to move. Calculate for checkmate. Black to move. Move. My mouse is off the pad. Check. There we go. Elite 19. Not bad. How are you guys doing? Everybody okay? Ad break ends in a minute 45. Thank you for watching me tonight. Appreciate it. See who's all in the house. Got DH and Elias. Thank you, Elias. Man, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, DH. Dell also. Okay, we'll continue to do puzzles. This puzzle will take some planning, but there is only one solution. Okay, puzzle takes some planning, but there's only one solution. Okay, well, I think it's bishop takes bishop. Started off. Knight takes knight. Queen takes knight. This is a sack. Okay. Alrighty. A little easier than I thought it was. Can you find a way to win material? Can I find a way to win material? Black to move. Find a way to win material. Black to move. Might be the wrong move. It's either the pawn move forward or it's knight. Knight. Okay. That could have went either way. Try to win my rook. Do you see how? White to move. Try to win my rook. Do you see how? White to move. I sure do. Check. You have a chance to beat me? Can you find the checkmate black to move? You have a chance to beat me. Can you find the checkmate black to move? You have a chance to beat me. Can you find the checkmate black to move? Killer pawn, killer pawn. Do you see a way to win the game? White to move. Do I see a way to win the game? White to move. Yep. This is smothered mate. Blew the other one. Blew the other one. Yeah, they have added brilliance to these. Haven't seen it before until now. Okay. You're in a critical position. Find a way to win a rook. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you. Find it interesting how people like Akaro prefer Puzzle Rush to normal puzzles. Could be to improve intuition by having a timer, but who knows? You know, because he's already studied and studied and studied in his life to get where he is. And now it's probably really good to be able to do Puzzle Rush so it's faster for him. For me, I never really did puzzles until I got on chess.com, and then I got up to the 2100 badge and I dropped them. And I haven't done them about, what was it, 4 or 5 months ago I started doing puzzles. I was at like 4,500 points. And now I'm over 100,000, 112,000, but 116,000. Yeah, I was at 4,500 when I started about, 3 or 4 months ago? Because I just didn't do them. And so I just got the 3,000 badge, 3,000 rating, puzzle rating badge. Man, 63,000, awesome, Elias, awesome. Yeah, I just started doing them. I started doing the advanced lessons. I got through the beginning intermediate, even though I played in the 70s and it was high school #1. I decided a couple months ago that I'm going to do puzzles, and now that I'm getting used to the puzzles, I'm actually seeing things on the board because of it better than I have been. And then I started doing the chess puzzles that you saw Monday night from chess.com, the advanced lessons. And like you said, these are really good, and they really are. So you've got a 2,500 puzzle ELO. I've got a 3,000 right now. I think I got 3,100 tonight. I got a feeling I had a run. So I think I got the 3,100. I'm hoping. I didn't see the badge come up, though. It might not have. You're in a critical position. Find a way to win a rook. White to move. You're in a critical position. Find a way to win a rook. Well, queen takes queen. Rook check on the back rank to F1. Rook takes rook. Okay. Let's get to 20 anyway tonight. Checkmate is coming. Do you see the way to win? Black to move. Checkmate is coming. Do you see the way to win? Black to move. Checkmate is coming. Do you see the way to win? Black to move. I wonder if it's that way. I think it is. This is tricky. Okay. Rook to F2. Protected by the bishop. That's a sweet one. Oops, I blundered. Can you find a way to checkmate me? Black to move. Oops, I blundered. Can you find a way to checkmate me? Black to move. Oops, I blundered. What if I... Okay, bishop takes d3 check. Okay, we're going down the rabbit hole there. Knight to f3 check. And push up b1 mate. Find a way to win a queen, white to move. Find a way to win a queen, white to move. Well, yeah, I love it when these happen. h7 check. Win this game with a checkmate, white to move. Win this game with a checkmate, white to move. Man, is that easy? Is that I think it is. I think it is. Okay, it's e2. It's not going to be made. Bishop goes in front and then check with the rook. Right? Yeah. Okay. Checkmate is coming. Do you see the way to win? Checkmate is coming. Do you see the way to win? This is the way. This is the way. Alrighty. Rook to g7 and then the a8, rook to d8, I believe. Okay. Put him in a tunnel, make him move. Of course, the rook will block you, take the rook. Checkmate is coming. Do you see the way to win? Black to move. Checkmate is coming. Do you see the way to win? Black to move. Checkmate is coming. Do you see the way to win? Black to move. Okay, we got to move that king away from the queen block. So b2 to f2. Then go for the check, and the queen sacrifices itself to lose. Find the right attacking idea, white to move. Find the right attacking idea, white to move. Find the right attacking move, white to move. Gonna be an interesting one. Okay. Diagonal to h6 check. Come in with the knight. Rook check. Ooh, that's gonna be, yeah, either way, that's nasty. I think we go here. Knight's gonna come in and check. Knight check, but I take it. You're close to checkmate, white to move. 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 Man, if I take queen takes. Man, this one's tough. This one's tough. Okay. If I take here. Huh. Do I move here? Man, I'm not sure on this one. Oh shit, what am I doing? I know. Boy, I'm glad I kept looking. Check, rook takes rook mate. Block, take. Boy, I almost blew that. I almost moved out of it. I was like, what? Calculate for checkmate, black to move. Calculate for checkmate, black to move. Calculate for checkmate, black to move. And bishop check. Yeah, nice block. Check, take, and then go. There you go. Oh. tough ones. Elias, thank you. Have a good night. All. I hope things get better. They will. And, you know, their family, they're going to take care of her. And I'm going to, you know, give my support. And I'll call to check on her during the day tomorrow to see if she's okay. And hopefully she is. And it just was a really weird phone call. Sequism, just got back from school, shortened periods, and I'm hungry. Yo, JJ, how it's going? Sorry if I haven't been active. I'm balancing school with social life. I've been rusty since school started. Let's see if it gets better or worse. And Elias, thank you so much. And, you know, it was just a weird phone call right before it started tonight. My birth mom has been in a nursing home. She was in the ER. Intensive care unit with sepsis of the liver. And they've got her in a nursing home. She was doing really well. I got a weird phone call from her tonight. And she is my birth mom. And we met 6 years ago. So after 63 years, she's a really cool lady. And I'm fortunate because, you know, she brought me into the world. And so she called and then didn't say anything. I was calling, and then she was moaning, and then it sounded like she was either eating something or drinking something, and then moaning, and then like she didn't realize I was on the phone. And then I said, "Hey, JJ, how you doing? Are you all right?" And then another minute of silence, and then all of a sudden it was, I don't want to talk to you, and hangs up. And so I waited a half hour. That's why I was late tonight. So I'm not taking any challenges tonight. I had that happen. So I'm just trying to get through puzzles tonight. I hope everything's okay there. And again, they have their own family unit. I have my family, and my family, my mom and dad passed away in 97 and 99. So I don't want to thrust myself into the situation, but I do want to make sure she's okay, and I pray that she is recovering well and going to be okay. And I know how tough it is because I lost my family in 97 and 99. Mom from a worst case brain tumor in 99, and dad from a major heart attack. So, you know, it's rough, and especially on the kids. And I have a half sister and half brother on her side, so kind of stay out of it. But I do want to make sure she's okay. So I called half an hour later, left a nice message, said, you know, I'm praying for you. I hope you're okay. You called me and then hung up, and is everything all right? And so, Sequizin, there's no way I'm taking a challenge. Yeah, there's no way. No way I'm going to take a challenge tonight. I'm sorry, guys. And so I'll find out tomorrow. And Elias, thank you so much for the kind words, and really appreciate it. Hope you have a great night. Elias, you rock. And Sequizin, you rock too. And so we'll see. But I called back a half hour later, and no response, so I'll check tomorrow. And I did let her know that my half brother and sister, who really don't talk to me that much. I actually talk to my birth mom, you know, every couple months, 3 months. The last month I've talked to her quite a bit, and once I found out that she was in the hospital. So she's a cool lady. She really is. She's 20 years older than me. And I've been waiting for a phone call the whole night. And I did get one from Reggie hour and a half ago, and we talked about it because she wanted to know what was going on. And I told her, and she kind of rolled her eyes too. And we both were like, you know, there's not much I can do. I can't really insert my situation and force anything. So I am the adopted kid that the kids learned 6 years ago that I was adopted and part of the family. So they're cool. They're all cool. They really are. I just hope everything's okay, and that's a rough situation. She's actually in the same nursing home. It's a really nice nursing home that my mom was in. And my mom and dad were my mom and dad. And Carol, I love her too. I wouldn't have been here. I wouldn't be here. So I'm not going to play tonight. Okay. Extracurricular activities. Okay. Just a hit and run, want a challenge, want to play chess. All right, you have a good one, Sequism. I hope school's going good for you too. Anyway, so back to puzzle. I'm just trying to get to the next level here. And let's see where we're at. Got off track. Thank you all that came in and watched tonight. Elias rocks, man. He's just been awesome. Sequism's awesome as well. Everybody has been. DH. See who's on the background. It's not saying anything. DH, Sequism's here. All right. You're close to checkmate. White to move. You're close to checkmate. White to move. Close to checkmate. White to move. That is an interesting one. This is really interesting. It's going to be a double check, so he can't take it back. Yep, knight's protected. Rook just one up. B6 for the mate. Pawn can't take. And I just broke 20. Elite 20 tonight. Okay, let's see where we're at. I think we're at 237. And I think I'm going to go one more. I'm going to try to get to whatever that is. Champion. The Breakfast of Champions. I want to hold off. I am pretty tired. I think we'll call it. Thank you all for coming in tonight. I hope everybody has a great evening. Everybody's safe, first and foremost. And I'm okay. I'm actually okay. I just, I really hope that my birth mom's going to pull out and be okay. And, just got to think positive. And so that was a weird phone call tonight, and that's why I was a half hour late tonight. So about 2:30 into the stream, I would go 3 hours. I would try to get this tonight, but we got puzzles tomorrow. I will take challenges tomorrow unless something weird happens. I just really didn't want to take them tonight with my mindset. So I appreciate everybody. If you guys want to help me raid somebody, let's raid them. And I do want to go. I know I'm going to send an endless loop, but let's go. I just want to check something really quick. And hopefully we don't get into that. We'll go to stats. Let's see. Got out of it quick. I'm at 3081. Did I make highest rating? I did not make 3100. Damn. I was trying. 3089 on July 22nd, day after my birthday. So 3081, that close. And we'll try to, let's go for a raid. Let's see if anybody's on. Let's try to raid them. No, we only got 3 people, but might as well. And do I see anybody in the main screen?
Well, I do
not. Perfection for Wizardry is on. And boy, I don't see anybody on. But Wizardry, if I was playing Wizardry, I sure would. And I just don't see anybody on. So I guess we'll go to Allistic. See if that, see how that is. So Quizum, nice to see you. Everybody, nice to see you. I'm going to raid this person. I've never raided before, so we will look before we go. Wow. Let me turn that off. Okay, we'll try. Thank you, DH. I think it's going to be fine. You know, just kind of freaked me out a little bit. We're going to rate Allistic. I've never rated Allistic before. I hope you enjoy the channel. Let's go for it. Target channel has this. Oh, you can't. Well, that really blows. Guess we're not going to rate him. So let's try 29 boy. Turned off raids. Not sure how these guys are. Everybody else is not on tonight, so try that as a raid. Just gonna try to raid them. And let's see. See it. All right, that raid is going to go through, so let's go to his channel. And it's a kid. And 975 raid. We'll go to him. Give him a raid. Thank you all. I'll be back at 11 o'clock tomorrow. And on Thursday, puzzles and challenges at 6:30 tomorrow night. You guys have a great one. And so, raid with a party of two.
This is the remake.